In his course, Practicing Mindfulness, An Introduction to Meditation, Mark Musset explains a number of different mindfulness techniques. And 4 of these techniques are, you guessed it, breathing, walking, eating, and driving. I turn these into habits. These habits, if you implement them, will help you live in the moment and focus on the positive. Start practicing some of these for just a few minutes, and as you train your brain in these skills, just keep steadily extending the time. Mindful breathing. Breathing is something that we don't consciously think about very often. Of course, we know how to breathe, but mindful breathing is something else entirely. To breathe mindfully, you need to focus on breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and only think about your breath. There are so many different ways you can do this. You can count to 10. And so many different ways that we could have a lecture on mindful breathing. Mindful walking. You can practice mindful walking from your car to the office, from the parking lot to supermarket, or simply walking in a park. These walks can be short or long. Regardless, focus on your steps, your body, your breath, the environment, and your surroundings. Focus on the moment of being. Again, we will dedicate a lecture on this technique. Mindful eating. To eat mindfully is to eat slowly, taking your time to eat each and every bite of your meal. Look at the food before you eat it. Focus on the shape, smell, texture, color, taste, etc. Think about what was required to produce this food and all the steps necessary to bring it to your table. Think about who picked it up. What did they do with it? Then, what else they did? They put it in the truck. Somebody drove that food maybe to the warehouse. And then from the warehouse, maybe there was another truck, picked it up and delivered it to your supermarket. Then somebody picked it up from the truck, put it on the shelves. Somebody put the price on it. You came, picked it up, went to cashier. All these little things that happened before you actually have that little piece of food. You know, most people don't have the time to mindfully eat at each and every meal. But you can try this practice at least once a week and see what a difference it makes and how it helps you in your life. Mindful driving. You know, you can also practice mindful driving. Now, driving mindfully is not just a good practice, it is certainly the right thing to do to ensure our safety and that of others. So what is mindful driving? Mindful driving involves paying attention to everything that is in front of you, including the road, other cars, pedestrians, buildings, signals, etc. You can listen to the sound of your car, to the sound of the road. Watch the signals people give you from ahead and pay attention to both sides of your car. You know, especially if you're driving on a highway, and in the middle lane. So focus on the moment of driving. Observe other drivers, but pass no judgment. Remember what mindfulness is all about? No judgment. You don't have to react if somebody just cuts you off. Reacting negatively will inevitably result in anger and will unfortunately do nothing to assure that no one will cut you off again. Just witnessing the moment will make you aware that these things happen and help you be mindful and enjoy every moment of your life, whatever it brings you. So think for a moment what mindful living could do for you. When can you practice mindfulness? Which mindfulness practice could you introduce into your life? We discovered some, so pick one. Just pick one now, make a commitment, write it down, and use the opportunity today to practice that mindfulness practice, that mindfulness technique, and to be in the present moment, even if it means for a minute. Enjoy being even more mindful.